What's going on, all my friends? Today I'm going to show you my rig rundown. I've named it the 2018 version because this is always subject to change, obviously being a musician. Let's get right into it, shall we? Alright, this right here is a 2016 traditional Les Paul by Gibson. The cool thing about this one is that it's got two P90 pickups in it as opposed to two humbuckers. It was one of the big reasons I was wanting it, and it has a really cool sound to it. I've always liked the way P90s sound, and I love the finish on it as well. It's very smooth, and I think Gibson did it right with this. I know Gibson's been getting a lot of hate lately for their new products, but this guitar is a rather flawless guitar and a very well made guitar for the price, so I definitely recommend checking this one out. Alright, this guitar right here is one that I've also recently acquired. It's a 2013 Gibson SG Standard. This originally was a black pick guard that I swapped out and put an ivory white pick guard in it, and I put some little stickers on it, and I posted this on Facebook yesterday and received a few negative comments about it because I guess unspoken rule, don't put stickers on a traditional type of a guitar, but I think it's cool. It gives it some uniqueness, and it has a combo of my two favorite things, which is Kiss, the band Kiss, and horror movie icons. And if you can see up close, you've got Chucky, Michael, Jason, and Freddy all in Kiss makeup, so that's really awesome. But it's a flawless guitar. It plays really well. SGs are my guitars. Those are the guitars that I love playing. They're the best guitars ever made, in my opinion. Alright, this guitar has been kind of my main guitar for a while now. I've had it for a couple of years. I had always wanted a cream white SG, and one was made available in a local music store around where I live, and I went in, put it down on layaway, and it became mine shortly after. It's a flawless, once again, it's a 2013 standard just like the other SG, and it's also a very flawless guitar. There's not anything bad I can say about it. Plays well, it feels great, it sounds great, and this one has no stickers on it. Yeah, but so you can't go wrong with an SG. Very, very well made guitars. Like I said, Gibson's been receiving a lot of hate lately, but I can't find anything bad to say about this guitar. Alright, moving on to Fender now. I've always been a real big Tele fan, and this is a Mexican Telecaster road-worn edition. It was made in like 2013, 2014, I'm not exactly sure the year, but they did an incredible job at relicking this thing to make it look road-worn. I mean, it looks so natural. There's nothing, you know, a lot of times guys will relic guitars and it's a really big bad job. But this one definitely looks like it came from the 1960s. It looks like it's had some wear and tear on it for sure. Even on down to the detail in the fretboard is just immaculate. And it's a great playing guitar. It gives you that twang that you get out of Telecasters, but it's also really good for rock music, I've noticed. I've used it in a lot of live situations with my band where we're playing heavier type stuff, and it holds up really well. So unfortunately this guitar has been a little ignored as of late, but like I said, whenever I have the urge to pick up a Tele, I always come to this one and jam on it, and it's great. Alright, staying with the Telecaster variety, we got this guy, except this is not Fender, this is a Chapman Telly designed by Rob Chapman. And this guitar is so cool. It's got a reverse headstock on it, which is really neat. It's got his insignia on the top, and it's just amazing. The wood grain finish is really awesome. I really love his little symbol that he puts here on the 12th fret, and it's a very clean sounding guitar. You can get the twang out of it that you get out of normal Teles, but plug it in through a distorted amp, and it's really, really good and very clean sounding. So for the price, these things are awesome. They only run about $400, $500, and for the build, they're great. Oh, drop a pick. Made in Korea. And another cool thing about this guitar, and a lot of other newer guitars have this, but it's got a truss rod wheel here on the bottom, and it makes it for easy access to adjust the truss rod if you need to. So that's really cool. And it's got this metal covered neck pickup here, which is really awesome as well, along with a coil tap, so that's really cool. But I definitely recommend checking these out. Chapman does a really good job at making guitars, and this one is definitely awesome. This guitar is one that I consider my moneymaker. I play a lot of acoustic gigs, and acoustic gigs generally pay very well. And so this is nothing's fancy about this, just a Yamaha acoustic guitar. It ran me about 300 bucks. It's even got its own little EQ settings at the top, so that's pretty cool, along with a tuner. Obviously it's acoustic electric, takes a 9-volt battery. Very just simple in the look and the feel, but for $300, it's not bad. It's definitely more than paid for itself. And so anytime I'm bored at the house and want to jam some songs, this is the thing I pick up and have fun with. Alright, this guitar is probably the one that's closest to my heart. I received this guitar as a birthday present back in 2008. So it's definitely a guitar that's been with me for a long time, longer than any of my other guitars that I have currently. It's a Gibson SG 61 reissue, and it was given to me by my father, and it was the first time that I had ever received like a true, real deal American-made guitar. And it obviously, like I said, it's what made me fall in love with SGs, and I still play this thing to this day. It's definitely been through a lot, as you can see up here on the headstock. There's a lot of wear and tear on it. The frets may need to be replaced soon, but it's still obviously very playable. One of the stickers for the top of the volume knob fell off too. But yeah, if you're ever catching me live, there's probably a good chance I'll be playing this one. Even though I mainly play the white one right now, this one is definitely one that I always keep with me, and I'll never get rid of this one. Alright, going back to Fender now, I've got this Fender HSS Stratocaster. One thing that's a little different about this one is it's got a humbucker in the bridge, whereas most Stratocasters you'll find have 3 single coils. It's not unusual to have a humbucker in the bridge, but it's certainly uncommon for a lot of Strat players and a lot of Stratocasters. Still gives you that Strat sound, but it gives you a little more gain when you have it in the bridge pickup position, and so that way you can use it for hard rock, more metalish type of tones. And but I really love the finish on it. The finish on it is really cool. It's like a cherry burst, but it's a great guitar. Alright, moving on to the land of the 4-string. We've got a Fender Jazz bass in a cherry red type of finish. This is also a Mexican made model, but I just bought this off of Craigslist like a couple years ago for no apparent reason. I just wanted a bass. But now it's actually proven to come in handy because I play in a cover band now, which requires me to play bass. So it's definitely been used a lot over the last year or so. Like I said, I love the finish. The candy apple red is really cool. You can't go wrong with a Fender Jazz bass. Alright, and now on to the other bass that I've got. I acquired this one several months ago. I've been really interested in wanting to have a Music Man bass because I really just love the way they look. Now this isn't an Ernie Ball, it's a Sterling sub-series. But for the price, man, these basses are absolutely amazing. Right on down from the playability to the finish, it's got this cool like surfer green type of, or a mint green type of finish on it. And the cool thing about this one also too is just the one pickup down on the bottom gives you a real beefy kind of sound. And but it plays great, it sounds great, and there's not anything you can say about this that is bad. It's an active bass, so it takes a battery in the back, but super cool bass. So as far as what I use for guitar amplification, it's nothing extremely special, just the awesomeness that is the EVH 5153 head. It's the 50 watt version, and it's got the matching cab with it, the 212 cab. And there's really not a whole lot of EQing this amp. The minute you plug it in, no matter what it's set on, it's going to sound awesome, especially for hard rock and metal type music. It can also be used in classic rock settings as well. There's nothing bad I can say about this amp. It's a great amp for rock and roll and hard rock. And I don't use any pedals, any kind of special effects or anything like that. I just run it straight through the foot switch, and we're ready to go. So guys, thank you so much for watching my rig rundown video. If you like this video, you can subscribe to my channel and check out other awesome content. I'm going to be posting videos every week, so please subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you guys in the next video, and y'all take it easy.